Hello everyone, Shindo Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. And this is the first match that I've uploaded in this new Night Lord season, where we had a major buff to Poison, Regeneration, and a slight buff to Berserk as well. So I want to try out a Warlord that actually synergizes really well with some bodyguards that have these traits. First of all, we're going to play one match in the campaign here. This is level 17. Eldari versus Tyranids is boarding actions, which means you're going to be up against Gosar every single game. I've also got Tormentor's Toxin, which deals damage back at your cards after they attack for 30% of the damage, which is really interesting when you're combining it with Berserkers. So I'm running Urian Rakarth. I think he's the best warlord in this campaign with the constant healing every time something gets destroyed. And yeah, solid set of bodyguards, I think. So we've got Prince Uriel, kind of a lower level legendary that I have, but a good support piece. The Grotesque is a lot of fun. So for me, I found that since most of my Berserkers have the tier 3 trait, it's not actually that big of a difference from before. Before they're getting +9 to their attacks, now it's just +10. If your cards are at just like trait level 1 or 2, that's going to be feel a lot more impactful in terms of Berserkers. But the Regeneration is +8 health, which is a lot more than it was before. So yeah, Grotesque, quite fun in this campaign. We do have one card with Poison, the Kabbalite Warrior, that's both ranged and melee, so he'll be dealing 20 damage at the end of each turn with that Poison. Another good support piece, the Spirit Seer with Medicae. Jane Czar, of course, having Fear, combos well with the extra health. And then the Striking Scorpion target acquired. This guy is useful if you need to take down, specifically like Death Leaper is the hardest one to beat in this campaign because he shows up very often. He's got Fear, and if it's like max level Fear, yeah, it's going to take a long time to kill that. Ideally, you would poison him, but yeah, Death Leaper does enough damage that the Kabbalite Warrior often doesn't stand much of a chance against him. So let's see how this mission goes. Alright, so I think, yeah, we'll drop the Grotesque at on the first turn. Just immediately get that healing off. And let's see, I guess we'll go with the healer. Do want to just keep that Grotesque alive as long as possible. Of course, it's going to be taking extra damage from its own attacks. Now, in the past, you actually wanted to get your Berserkers poisoned, but now, since poison does so much damage, it's not really such a good idea. But yeah, we'll just drop it like this. Do want the extra healing on Jane Czar, and we'll see what happens here. This is actually the first time I've seen it. So we're not going to be able to kill the Magus, so our Grotesque is going to get poisoned. And it's really going to wear down his health quite quickly. But overall, so he's going to be healing 8 at the end of the turn, and then taking 20 damage. So he's going to be losing 12 health at the end of each turn from the poison. So we really do need to kill things very quickly in order to get the most out of them. They're going Psychic. That's a lot more damage on the Grotesque there. We will be able to take down the Magus on this next turn, and I think a total of 3 cards will die, giving all of my cards a total of 21 more health. Yeah, taking some more damage from the attack, the Tormentor's Toxin. So yeah, that Grotesque is not long for this world. It's down to 101 health. In the past, I was able to keep him alive for many turns, close to 200 health. A lot more difficult, as you can see, once it's been poisoned. Let's drop our little Kabbalite Warrior of our own to see if we can poison something useful on the enemy side. Oh, they got a Berserker with Death Blow. That is a scary combo. And there's Death Leaper. So, and they have a charged up melee attack, so I imagine they will go melee if they kill the warrior. Oh, and they do. Wow. Don't even get to use the poison. It was actually kind of close with the extra healing there, but yeah, that's going to be pretty painful. Death Leaper, though, actually down to not too much health. I think, yeah, here we can use the target acquired to take down Death Leaper. It actually probably, in retrospect, would have been better to deploy Jane Czar across from the Abominant so that could mitigate the damage from the counterattack. I think I'm going to lose this one, though, because, yeah, this is not looking so great. Yeah, losing the Grotesque that quickly turned out to be a pretty big blow to this deck, but we'll see what we can do. Prince Uriel does have quite a bit of health here. The Abominant is going to go down next turn, so yeah, you can see here, +8 to the attack stats. Before that would have been just +6, so... they actually move the Abominant across from the Fear. Okay, fine with me. But they do have some strong melee attackers here. I think we do want to kill the Abominant, so we'll go ahead and just go for the melee. And... ooh, actually, that's a lot of damage. Okay, Janzar barely survives there. They still have one bodyguard left. What is the final bodyguard going to be? My guys are really low on health at the moment. Okay, so ranged guy with Inspiring Presence. Are they going to go Psychic? Nope, they're going ranged, actually. That's surprising, but yeah, my guy's coming dangerously close to killing themselves with their own attacks here. I think we might actually be able to pull this off, maybe. Thanks to the healing from Irian Rakarth himself. The Medicae there is coming in. That clutch heal. We're going to be able to knock out 2 of their bodyguards. That'll give us some extra healing, which means we'll be able to take on Gosar with a bodyguard from an open lane. So I think, yeah, well, it's going to be pretty close, though. I mean, 258 health is quite a bit, but look at the melee attack they've been charging up this entire time. Okay, we were safe. Very close, I think, because, yeah, Gosar... he was at 122 damage. He could have done, yeah, well over 200 damage, coming very close to killing Rakarth. Got pretty lucky there, but we are able to take down the Warlord. So, yeah, I mean, that game was a little bit rough. I didn't get to poison anything with the Kabbalite Warrior, and I also lost the Grotesque a lot more quickly than I should have. If I had been able to make better use of those 2 bodyguards, it would have been a lot better for me, I think. But let's go over into ranked mode and take a look at the Rakarth deck I'm using over there. So we've got a few of the same units. Again, we're running the Grotesque. I've also got the Clawed Fiend. Don't know if this is exactly the best option, but I do want to go like heavy melee with this deck. And this thing just has pretty good stats for its cost. The Incarn is going to be extremely powerful. Yeah, 20 health at the end of each turn with that regeneration. We've got the Archon with Inspiring Presence, the Birds with Taunt, and then we've got some more healing from the Spirit Seer, and 2 cheap cards with Poison. So these are cards that I really never used before. The Witch, and then the Akathist, which I finally decided to upgrade just to get it to unlock the 3rd tier of poison. So those things all of a sudden can deal a lot of damage. So yeah, let's go ahead and deploy. Unfortunately, I haven't been playing much Eldari recently, so they are pretty low. We are up against Eldrad, running quite a few bodyguards here. Let's see what level these guys are at. Okay, they're pretty low level, but, well, we'll at least be able to see the poison and regeneration in action, which is what I'm most interested in. So, let's go with... what do we want to do here? Sure, we'll drop the Clawed Fiend. The enemy does have the first turn. Shields, okay. Well, against shields, I think poison is a really good option to immediately start dealing a lot of damage to the health, even before the shields go down, so that is what we're going to do. The Incarn, unfortunately, unable to kill that Jet Biker with a counterattack. But yeah, we'll go with... sure, we'll go melee. So poison the Shadow Seer. Get a little bit of extra healing from the death of the Warlock. And they're dropping, okay. Farseer is going to deal quite a bit of damage to the Clawed Fiend. 83 actually increased because Eldrad's special rule over 100 damage there. Yeah, even these low-level cards are able to deal quite a bit of burst damage with Eldrad, but the Incarn healing 20 each turn. That is going to keep that thing alive. They've actually got a pretty solid deck here. Got some healing. Yeah, I'm unable to move the Akathist over, so unfortunately it can't poison anything else. But the weak attack there, pinging the shields down, which is nice. Farseer, if it stays there, yeah, that thing is going to be doing a lot of damage, actually. 96 increased by, what, like, pretty significant amount. So that is 154 damage, and the counterattack from the Incarn takes it down. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if these cards were at the same level as mine, I think I might be struggling quite a bit here. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll drop some more. Well, do we actually need poison? I guess we'll drop the Grotesque, get some more regeneration on the field here. So yeah, this thing again, regenerating 8 health at the end of each turn. Clawed Fiend is about to go down. And yeah, the thing is definitely going to die next turn, I think, but then can hit back with the Incarn's counterattack. Let's see how much damage Eldrad can do. 130, wow. Increased to 169, coming very close to killing the Incarn, but it does survive. And yeah, the healing coming in again. Yeah, so we got one more card with poison. Also got the Archon. Inspiring Presence, boosting the power of the Incarn is pretty scary. The thing actually does a lot of damage at this level. So yeah, the Eldari's fate is sealed. It's a pretty fun deck, I think. And we didn't really get to use all of the bodyguards in it, but you get the idea. The Incarn came very close to dying, but then it would have come back with the Endless and then kept regenerating. The Grotesque, I think we could have kept alive for a bit longer, and that thing will power up quite a bit with the Berserk. And even the weaker bodyguards, you know, the Witch and the Akathist, which in the past did almost no damage, are all of a sudden like some pretty solid damage dealers for 4 points each. So yeah, all around very strong deck, I think. A lot more changes to other factions as well, so I will be doing more of these videos, but hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.